Credit Suisse presents Management in a Nutshell. Today, motivation, or why the onion burns from the inside. For many years, the bank in the peaceful town of Spring Valley was doing well. But now, dark clouds are gathering ominously. Turnover stagnating. Many older customers have made plans for the future. The number of new customers leaves much to be desired. This demands decisive action on the part of the staff. But what do we see with the team in the Spring Valley branch? Slumped shoulders, gloomy faces. Fear of shutdown is spreading, and fear is the enemy of motivation. No easy task for Paul, the branch manager. From above, more pressure in all areas due to higher targets. Below, weary, unmotivated employees. Sometimes it feels like being crushed in a vice. But for such situations, there's a magic word: motivation. Paul has to motivate his team to boost performance. Fortunately for Paul, there's a wealth of good advice to browse through after work, all of which ends with the message, where there's a will, there's a way. At night, Paul dreams that he's a football coach, firing up his team to win the World Cup. But why doesn't this work with his team? Paul does everything he can to inspire them. He waves his arms, he argues, but there's no fire. The team doesn't budge an inch. So what's the reason? Motivation can't be imposed from above. It can't be generated artificially. But that's no reason to give up. Most people already have the potential to perform. It's just a matter of releasing and developing this potential. Like an onion. Anyone who's ever chopped an onion knows it makes your eyes burn. But why doesn't it burn while it's still in one piece? Because it only burns from within. It's the same with ambition. Ambition has always been at the core of our being. It's inherent in our personality. But ambition only manifests itself when it can, in combination with competence. When it has the capacity to develop. But ambition and competence only come into play when they have the opportunity to do what it takes. When they have enough room to maneuver. Even the best management can only peel that onion from the outside, layer by layer. So what does all this mean for Paul? Where does he actually start? How can he motivate his staff? As a manager, Paul is responsible for providing his team with opportunities to perform. In this area, Paul can influence and change a great deal. Paul also has to support and promote their competencies. But here, Paul can't change that much. He can't change the way his team members learn, for example, but he can support them to develop their strengths. And even if Paul can't change the ambition of each team member actively, by having opened the way, he's made sure that ambition can find a way. Not an easy task for Paul, but the only way to successfully inspire his team. This is no guarantee that the sun will suddenly shine over Spring Valley, but it does allow motivation to flow freely. That was Management in a Nutshell, presented by Credit Suisse.